We are just a couple weeks away from Season 11 of the ABB Formula E World Championship, the pinnacle of motorsport. The pinnacle of electric motorsport. So let's preview the upcoming season. So starting with one of the main topics of the new season, the new Gen 3 Evo car, capable of 0 to 60 in 1.82 seconds, 30% faster than a Formula 1 car, and is 36% faster than a previous Gen 3 car, reaching a top speed of 200 miles per hour, and an electric motor with over 95% efficiency. That should mean we will see faster racing and could make the tandem races even more spectacular. We should see lap records smashed as the Gen 3 Evo cars are capable of nearly a full second faster than the Gen 3 car. The car also has estimated 2% performance gain, a more stronger and robust body kit, while also being more aerodynamic, hopefully providing closer, stronger and more intense racing. For the first time in Formula E, the car will be all-wheel drive, also featuring optimised all-weather Hankook tyre, providing 5 to 10% more grip made from 35% recycled and sustainable materials. So now we know what car will be driven, who will drive them and who for. Starting with the defending champions, Jaguar. An unchanged lineup which got second and third in last year's title, Mitch Evans and Nick Cassidy. Jaguar could once again take top honours with arguably the strongest lineup on the grid. Nick Cassidy is also my pick to become the Season 11 World Champion. On to Porsche with another unchanged lineup featuring reigning champion Pascal Wehrlein. Pascal will be looking to be the second driver in Formula E history to go back to back, and he could certainly do so. Wehrlein is a consistent driver and that is needed to become a champion, as we saw the season before. His teammate is the Season 6 champion Antonio Felix da Costa. Last season saw da Costa bring home 6th in the championship after an up and down season. DS Penske next with long-time stable and two-time champion Jean-Eric Vergne. Alongside him is a new teammate of Maximilian Günther. Günther finished P8 last season in a Maserati, but now I want to put Penske back on the top of the podium. Nissan had a strong end to last season with Oliver Rowland, who stays put, alongside Norman Nato. Nato is back in the team to replace Sasha Fenestraz, who looks likely to move to Super Formula. Andretti struggled last season after making Jake Dennis a world champion the season before. Dennis has stayed with the team in hopes to regain his title he lost, and he will do so alongside Nico Müller. Müller has moved to Andretti to replace Nato, who as mentioned has moved to Nissan. Envision have one change, with Robin Freins moving from Abt Cupra, who are no longer in Formula E, and world endurance specialist Sebastian Buemi. Envision will be hoping they can get back fighting for podiums week in week out and mount a Constructors' title charge. Neon McLaren have one of the most experienced drivers on the grid and one of the fan favourites, Sam Bird, alongside Formula E rookie Taylor Barnard, to complete an all-British lineup for the Papaya team. Sam will be wanting to push on after a steady season 10 and get back fighting with the big boys, while Barnard will be hoping for a steady debut season and not get into much issue. The team from Monaco, Maserati, will have an all-new driver lineup. Jake Hughes after leaving McLaren, and Season 8 world champion Stoffel van Dorn. This, in my opinion, is the most exciting driver lineup on the grid and one of my personal favourites. It will be interesting how far up the grid they can get. Speaking of Abt earlier, Cupra has left Formula E and Yamaha is in, making Lola Yamaha Abt team. They have a lineup of Degrassi and rookie Zane Maloney moving from F2. I believe this will be a team towards the rear end of the grid as they look to find their feet. Mahindra return with Eduardo Mortara and ex-Formula 1 driver and Formula E Season 7 champion Nick De Vries. Similar to Lola, I expect them to be fighting towards the back. Last but not least, a new name as Cairo Race co-enter the championship. At the time of recording, they have not announced their drivers yet, but from testing they had Dan Ticktum and David Beckman. If this is the lineup they will run, it will be a young team that can pick up points when putting them into positions. Now onto the calendar is a 16-round championship featuring Sao Paulo, Mexico City, Jeddah, Miami, Monaco, Tokyo, Shanghai, Jakarta, Berlin and London. A very good calendar with some very interesting circuits. Some will be raced twice while others just the once. Who will be the Season 11 champion? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps me out. We're going for somehow 500 towards the end of the year, so let's see if we can get that done.